What's up, guys? It's Kush with Savoy 6, and I'm here with Anthony and Steve. We just played a private MagFit only game over here at Bobby's private field. Bobby's with AC Tactical. He was nice enough to invite us again to his private field over here in Southern California. So we took some time off after the game to give you guys a tactical tip. In this episode, we're going to be going over some safety issues, trigger control, and muzzle discipline that was suggested by Billy Joe Sweeney on our Facebook page. Jeremy's a Marine Corps veteran, and he's going to give us some pointers on safety rules.
Alright guys, everybody wants to have a safe, fun time, so 5 quick safety rules, easy to remember, easy to exhibit. First one is treat every weapon as if you're loaded. What that means is, you see it all the time, people pick up their weapon and look down the barrel. Just always treat it like it's loaded, and that way you're not going to shoot yourself in the eye. That way you don't pick up the gun, and you see where kids pick it up and they just squeeze the trigger. Just always assume it's loaded and have it in a safe direction. Alright, never point at your weapon at anything you're not intended to shoot. So if you're just picking up your gun, you're showing your buddies and flashing it around, if I'm going to treat that weapon as if you're loaded, you're pointing a live weapon at me. It's just not safe, it's just not smart. Somebody's going to get hurt. It may be 1 in a million, but for every million there's always that one, and that's somebody that goes home without an eye. Also, keep your fingers straight off the trigger until you're ready to fire. What that means is while you're crawling out there in the fields and your fingers on the trigger, you're doing the wrong thing. Keep your fingers straight off the trigger until you're ready to fire. That way you don't maybe trip and accidentally squeeze one off into your buddy's ass. Another thing you gotta remember is keep your weapon on safe until you're ready to fire. If your weapon's on fire and you're crawling around and your fingers on the trigger, and it's just a bad day for everybody. Obviously call your shots, know when to shoot, know what condition your weapon's in, if it's on safe or if it's on fire. Just keep it on safe when you're not ready to fire, that way nobody gets hurt. Also, know your target and what lies beyond. You may be aiming in at a buddy, or it's going to be a bad guy, but there could be a buddy behind them or a group of your friends that if you miss, you're going to hit them.
Maybe a dead guy.
You could also think of somebody walking off the field, exactly, taking extra balls for no reason. One other thing is maybe you're playing a private game somewhere and then you got bystanders out of bounds. And just because I see my bad guy, there's also friendlies behind him without safety gear on. It's just not a good target.
Yeah, aim intelligently.
Yeah, just be smart. It's a thinking man's game. Safety is always first. Nobody ever said safety last. And have a safe, fun game, and just play.
All right, make sure you guys implement these rules, and if you guys have any questions, just write on our page, and Jeremy can get back to you. Thanks a lot.
Fine.
So we're going to be doing some exercises with the guys here, and some things that you guys can practice at home. We're just doing them real quick for you guys, so go ahead and practice this at your local field. Come up with some better ones that you guys think can work, and just post a video on our page and let us know if this helped you and if you guys have any better ways of doing this. Trigger discipline. You can always do this even at home without air in your marker, or do this at the field with your friends. So this exercise, you keep your weapon on safe at all times, and you keep your trigger finger off the trigger. So as you're engaging your target, right when you go acquire your target, you throw your trigger selector into fire, and you take your two. As you're coming off your target, you throw it back into safe. So this avoids any accidental discharge, hitting your feet, hitting your friends. You don't have to. You can always know whether your marker's in safe or fire. I'm gonna do a couple of fast ones for you guys, so you guys can see. So you just acquire and go in safe as you're going down. Acquire, go to safe. And this is something I find myself doing in the middle of the game, regardless if I want to or not. It's just built into my muscle memory. So that way you don't have any accidental discharge. A lot of times I see people walking around with their finger on the trigger without even aiming at a target. So always remember, keep your finger off the trigger until you have something to shoot at. Even when you're aiming, before you aim, don't put it on the trigger. Peeling right or peeling left, this signals the squad to move to one side or the other by the 3-man shooter team. 2-man engage and 1 guy peels to the left or right. As the shooter that is peeling right keeps his muzzle down or up, it avoids hitting any of his friendly teams, and the other 2 shooters can engage the target while the other person moves. Alright, so we're gonna have 3 guys here, and we're gonna be peeling to the right and then peeling to the left really quick. Peeling right. As you guys saw, this can be rapidly done, and all the guys can comfortably avoid pointing their muzzle at their teammates while they're moving.